your mid-September, end of September general reading. I'm getting to your reading a little bit late this month. However, remember I am going in order of likes from last month's general readings. Last month I didn't get, I don't even know if there are any Cancerians that are my patrons, because I checked, I think, last month, and no one, I don't think the video I did last month for y'all had any views. So that tells me that either there are no Cancerians out there, or there's no one with a Cancer sun, moon, or rising sign that would be watching it. It's very strange. But I'm not sure if that's really true or not, or if I just don't have a lot of Cancers on Patreon. I would like to potentially find out what is really going on with that, because it's difficult for me to, I'll record this reading, and let me just check here. Yeah, mid-August general reading, Cancer. This was last month. I posted it on August 22nd, right around the same time last month, and it only had 2 views. And I don't know if those views were mine or if someone actually did watch this reading last month. So anyway, y'all are going last again, because I don't think that I even had any likes or no comments or nothing. So yeah, not really sure what's going on with my Cancers over on Patreon. I don't seem to have that issue on YouTube, but I am going to go through just the current planets. Today is Thursday, September 21st, 2017. The Sun is currently in the sign of Virgo. The Moon is in Libra. Mercury is in Virgo. Venus is in Virgo. Mars is in Virgo. Jupiter is in Libra. Saturn is in Sagittarius. Uranus is retrograding in Aries. Neptune is retrograding in Pisces. Pluto is nearing the end of its retrograde in Capricorn. The true node is Leo, retrograding in Leo, and the Chiron is retrograding in Pisces. Alright, so that is the current planets for today, September 21st, 2017 at 3:21 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is when I'm recording and reading. Let us begin. I am using the Anna K Tarot deck. I will be pulling messages from both the Romance Angels Oracle and the Psychic Tarot for the Heart at the end of your reading, so stay tuned for those. And of course, this reading is for all Cancer suns, moons, risings, and those on the cusp. Spirit, what does Cancer need to know regarding their past, present, and future for the month of September, the present being the moment that they view this reading? This is for all Cancers that may be out there watching. If I have any Cancers in my Patreon that are my Patreons, I'd love to know. Give me a shout out. Let me know that you are out there. Love to hear from you. Spirit, what does Cancer need to know regarding their general mid-month reading, covering the energies of the past, present, and future for September? And let's do one more here. Starting with your recent past, we have your sign, or your card, the Moon. Oh, we have the Sun in reverse. Very interesting. Some celestial stuff going on there. We do have the Queen of Swords upright with the Ten of Rods. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. Going into the present situation, we have the Three of Swords reversed, the Lovers, the Seven of Pentacles upright, and the Six of Swords. Going into your future situation, we have Justice, the Ten of Cups reversed, the Ten of Swords reversed, the Chariot, also your card, Cancer. And your outcome for the month of September is the Five of Pentacles. Let's put down one more card. Six of Cups reversed. All right. The bottom of the deck, we have the Empress in reverse. Some of you dealing with a Taurus. The Empress in reverse says that someone isn't open to love, or someone isn't not feeling very fertile, very creative. There could be blocks creatively. I'm also seeing someone who could be dealing with illness. For example, postpartum depression, or definitely like the flu or something that's making them feel very ill. We have the Magician underneath that. Okay, so this could be definitely someone who's not feeling maybe very loving, or is feeling kind of smothered or burned out and needs to take some rest, needs to take some time to rest. Could be dealing with some health issues as well. This could have to do with your fertility, like your cycle if you're a female, or you could be dealing with a mother figure who isn't doing well and taking care of her. Okay, those are some ideas there, but let's get into your reading, Cancer. We start off with the Moon. This is definitely your energy, and this is coming up in the past. What's interesting is that we have the Moon and the Sun right next to each other. I'm feeling that for you, I'm seeing deep emotion. I'm also seeing a lot of doubts and fears with regards to maybe your path forward. The Moon can be a very beautiful energy. It can also speak to romance. But it also says that there's a lot of things hidden from your view that you were just maybe not sure of. It might have been a very dreamlike energy. If you were connecting with the Moon or the lunar energy, this could also be around a lunar cycle. I'm seeing this, see this Moon in this deck, to me, this could also have to do with the eclipse, because I'm pulling up some energy from there. So maybe this was around the lunar eclipse that we had last month, or even the solar eclipse. I really feel like, because we have two celestial cards next to each other, the Sun and the Moon, with the Sun being reversed, the Sun in reverse talks about depression sometimes, or burnout. It could also say that you're feeling low energy levels, or something is, someone is under the weather here mentally. There could be a lot of, like I said, doubts and worries or fears that are overtaking that naturally positive side of yourself. I'm seeing a Queen of Swords here, and this can represent a male or a female energy, and I'm getting a feminine energy. The Queen of Swords is someone who can sort of is, I would say, more of an independent person. I don't normally see this person as being in love or even in a relationship. They are really there to communicate the truth about what they see, what they feel. They're really about logic, and they don't really let anything but the facts get in their way. This person, this Queen of Swords, this could also be an air sign that you know of in your past, a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. And this person is coming across as someone who's feeling very burdened. They have a lot of things on their plate, and that they have to deal with, and they just feel like the weight of the world is on their shoulders. So they've got to get sort of like they look at this card here that's clarifying them, the Ten of Swords. So they kind of like, they may need to delegate some tasks here, or put down this burden in order to kind of free up their energy. Because it does feel very chilly where they are. Maybe they're coming across as someone that's a bit frigid or a bit austere. But it's only because they just have such a heavy workload. Maybe they're just, they need to maybe make some room for some fun. That's maybe been missing, because with the Sun in reverse here, it kind of feels like that happiness is missing. You know, it's all work and no play. We also have the Ace of Pentacles. This talks about a healthy new beginning, planting the seeds here. It's a very grounding energy. Also could say that last week or in the past you did receive some money. You received a gift. And this is a gift of something that needs to be nurtured. So you could also say that you are, I'm saying for some of you, you're saving your money. But I also feel that you are planting the seeds of a new beginning here. You kind of want to start over financially, or you may have received some money, a little bit of money in the past. Like, for example, someone purchased something from you or someone gave you some money. So, yeah, so going into your present situation, also, let's take a look at the number of major arcana. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a fair amount. So it's saying that you're not just dealing with the mundane, but you do have some powerful energies here that are going to be affecting you. Specifically, the lunar cycle will be affecting you this month, as well as the solar cycle. The moon, what did I say? The moon is currently in Libra, in the air sign Libra, and but in the past it wouldn't have been. In the past it wouldn't have been in Libra. It would have been in something else. And then we have the sun. Well, the sun is in Virgo. So depending on how you feel about Virgo energy, maybe it's not a favorable time for you. Maybe it's just been a lot of work or a lot of burdens that you felt you've been under a lot of, you've been carrying a heavy burden. And what you want to do is kind of just ground yourself and kind of pare down. So going into the present situation, you do have the Three of Swords reversed. So this can say that you're breaking someone else's heart, or you're getting out of the memory of a painful love triangle. It could also say that some of you are letting go of some pain, some heartbreak this month. I do see a soulmate here, someone that you consider to be your partner. And in general, the Lovers is a beautiful card. I feel like also it could say that you have a very big decision to make this month. It's a head or a heart decision, and it could be a very difficult decision for you to make. I do see a period of evaluation this week where you're going to be kind of weighing the pros and cons. This is a break. It's a time for you to kind of see how far you've come, how much work you've put into something. It seems that you do have a very big decision to make. I see you making a decision though, and I see you moving forward with the Six of Swords. You could literally be relocating, you could be doing some traveling across water. I see safe passage here, so I do feel like there's a transition happening for you at the end of this week. All right, but it does feel like you had to let something go here. And you're ready to make this decision. I see that. But you have to evaluate, how much work you've put into something before you can really just move on mentally. But I do feel like you're able to do that. Going into the future, you have Justice, the sign of Libra. So if you are involved in any court cases, divorces, etc., I do see it coming out in your favor. It says that justice will be on your side. You also may be dealing with the court of law, a court of law, or some legal documents, contracts, etc. It says justice will be served. You also could be dealing with some karma next week. Normally this is a very positive, when it's upright, it says that this is positive karma. So if you have acted ethically and fair and with morals in the past, you would basically be reaping what you sow. All right. So in this situation, I see someone here who's left with a huge loss emotionally. Now this could be you or someone else, but I am getting water sign energy here. Some of you could be dealing with an air sign that you're having troubles with. It could be that this air sign is maybe taking you to court, or you're involved in some kind of court case. I just heard injunction. I don't even know what that word means. Okay, but with the Ten of Cups reversed, I feel like this is your energy, Cancer. And I'm sorry to say, but I do see like someone is feeling really emotionally drained over something here. And not only that, I do see that there's like a second situation after that where it just feels, see, we have 2 10s. There's definitely an ending, and then I see you moving on. I see you moving on. The ending here that I'm seeing, you know, it's fair, it's just, but, and yes, there's going to be some sadness here, but you may have to revisit something again legally, or you may have to make a decision to end something next week, and I do see you recovering from it. You know, maybe this has to do with the head or heart decision that you're dealing with right now, whether that's with love or partnership or business or something else. I do feel like you have to be very objective about it. You have to detach emotionally to make this decision, and I do think that it's the right decision to make, and I do feel like you are going to be victorious, or you will win. Whatever this is, this will be fair. But I do see that it's going to maybe hurt emotionally, or there will be a loss of emotional security, as well as, you know, the worst is over. It's what it's saying, is that the worst part is over, and now you can move on, because we have the Chariot, and it tells me that Cancer, you know, through this sacrifice, through your period of evaluation, you know, you are now able to move in the direction of your choosing, because the Chariot speaks to moving forward despite how you feel, and kind of taking the reins of your life and being able to move forward in the direction that you need to, that you feel is right. There's a lot of mastery and control in this card, and it's a really good card. It says that yes, you will move forward, or you will move on. It's also possible that you will be traveling at the end of next week by car, or doing some long distance travel. Now, your outcome for September is the Five of Pentacles, and I pulled another card, and you have the Six of Cups reversed. So there could be a period of like financial loss. You may be feeling a lack, or that there is some suffering going on, some alienation happening. You may feel left out in the cold, and this may have to do with your memories of the past not being so great. You could have some bad memories that you're taking with you. So the lesson with this card is that remember to just take with you only the good parts, and try to release and heal the past as much as you can, so that you can move on. But I'm seeing someone here that feels left out in the cold, and they have bittersweet feelings about it, more bitter than sweet. It's also saying that someone here is feeling very stuck in the past, and is not able to maybe heal some aspect of their past, or is having a hard time moving on past something that's maybe made them feel a bit isolated, alienated, or out in the cold. Alright, so let me go ahead and pull your oracle messages. Romance Angel Spirit, what message do you have for Cancer for the month of September? Romance Angel Spirit, what message do you have for the sign of Cancer? Wow. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Now, so if there's someone that you need to talk to, or something that you need to say, it's saying it's go ahead and do that. All right. Don't wait for the other person to do that. It's okay for you to go ahead and express yourself, how you really feel. All right. So interesting. We also have the Psychic Tarot for the Heart here. Go ahead and let your favorite person know how you feel. Express your love to them. Maybe a romantic gesture is just what's needed at this time. Someone is feeling out in the cold. Okay. What does Cancer need to know? Spirit, please help guide them on their high spiritual path in love and in light. 2 cards. 7, move. This resonates with the Chariot and the Major Arcana, which you do have in your reading. Alright, this is about taking action, moving towards your goals. What is it that you want? If you're not happy where you are, it's suggesting that you move, and possibly some of you are relocating this month. We also have Seek. Okay, this resonates with the, let me check to see. Where's my book? I think I might read this card to you. It says, quest, understand, retreat, solitude, introspection, guidance. Sometimes individuals become so engrossed in a relationship or in wanting a relationship that all perspective is lost. The relationship becomes their world and they lose sight of themselves. This card suggests that now is the time to take a step back, either from a relationship or from the desire for one, and go on an internal quest to rediscover yourself. One of my favorite sayings is, well, this is not one of my favorite sayings, but one of John Holland, who is the author of this deck. One of his favorite sayings is, there can't be a we until there's a me. If this resonates with you, Cancer, it's time to have a dialogue with your higher self. And it says, and your guides, about who you are and what you really need in life. You may be surprised by the answers. This is also a good time to physically retreat from your busy life and relationships. Attending a spiritual retreat would be optimal. However, simply finding some time for solitude and introspection can be just as beneficial. Take a walk in nature, quiet your mind, and listen for messages from the birds and trees. Give yourself the gift of daily 5-minute meditations. Pull a card from the deck and sit with the card's image, seeking its deeper meaning for you about what role relationships play in your life. You may feel that you need assistance in your quest for greater understanding regarding what you need in a relationship or even how to handle a specific relationship. Find a guide or mentor who is knowledgeable in matters of the heart and converse with that person. So your affirmation is, I take the time for solitude and introspection. I take the time for solitude and introspection. And this resonates with the traditional tarot archetype of the Hermit. Interesting. Well, Cancer, you have a lovely reading, and I do hope these guidance messages are of help to you. Please let me know if you resonate below in the comments, and give this reading a heart if you resonated with it. This lets me know that you're listening and you're out there and you are participating, and that you would like me to read for you first next month, because I really want to get your readings out sooner if I can, but you know, I do have a lot on my plate, so I gotta go in an order. That's how I get through everything. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of September. Please know my thoughts and prayers are with all of you for your safety, for your health, for your well-being, and that you receive the highest guidance possible. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon in October.